everyone. Thank you for joining us on our day 227 of the Bible reading plan. Today I'll be taking you through the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 to chapter 13. There is so much to say on these four chapters, so I'm going to just really try to be very brief about what I got from each chapter. So when we see in the book, in chapter 10, God has given, or he's given a word to Jeremiah to speak to the children of Israel, where he is showing them or telling them that, you have created your own gods. You have gone and cut down trees, made your own god, decorated it, and yet it is a God that cannot speak, nor can it see, and nor can it be moved, or move by on its own. It needs you to move it. And then he goes to say, but you have a God who is true and everlasting, yet you do not worship him. And I love how he just goes to describe the nature of God when you read in chapter 12 and 13, where he says, he has made the earth with his power. He has established the world by his wisdom and has stretched out the heavens at his discretion. When he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the earth, from the ends of the earth. He makes lightning for the rain, and he brings the wind out of his treasuries. Now he's showing them that you have a living God whom when he speaks, nature responds. Nature hears him. Things change, yet you choose to worship your own idols that you have made with your own hands that cannot speak nor move, but you still put your trust in those things. And then when we go on to read in chapter 11, it is now God reminding the children of Israel about the covenant that he had with their forefathers when he took them out of Egypt, where he told them that obey my voice and do according to all that I command you, so shall you be my people and I will be your God. And however, they did not keep this covenant, and they allowed their evil hearts to lead them away from God. And because they did not keep this covenant, and it brings now upon the curses that are part of this covenant are now happening in their lives. And as he continues to speak to them, we realize that they are not very happy to receive what Jeremiah has been sent to tell them. They don't like what he's telling them, and as a result, they want to kill him because they are uncomfortable with what he has told them. And that is what happens in our lives as well. When the word of God speaks and it makes us uncomfortable, we no longer want it. We put it aside. We take a break from God because we don't like what he's doing. And the truth is that the word of God will always reveal and rebuke us. It will reveal the hidden things that we do, the things that are wrong in our lives. It will reveal and bring those things to light. And we don't like that because that makes us uncomfortable. The same way with the Israelites, it made them uncomfortable that God was pointing out their evil ways, and we don't want to be told that we're evil. We don't want to be told that we need to fix ourselves. We need to change our ways. And we find ourselves shooting at the messenger or killing, that's what they're doing. They want to kill Jeremiah. We take a break from the word. We decide that, you need time out from God. And that is not how our relationship with God should be. We should be at a point where we are okay with God rebuking us because he is a parent. He is teaching us what is right and what is wrong. And we should allow him to do that. However uncomfortable it makes us, we should allow God to rebuke us and to bring to light those things that make our hearts evil, those things that will cause us to move away from him. Now, when we read in chapter 12, Jeremiah asks God why wicked people are prospering. And God's response is, if you are going to be rattled and shaken by such small things, when you're going, why are you even comparing yourself to mere men? What is going to happen when the real fight breaks out, when the real battle begins? And that's what happens to us as children of God, is that sometimes we focus, or we are moved or shaken by small things, and our faith and our trust in God is shaken when we are faced with small challenges, whereas we should be preparing ourselves and making sure that we are strong enough to stand when the real battle begins, when the real fight starts. And that is what we need to learn, that we must not be shaken by small things, but let us make sure that we can stand through the big battles, through the big challenges that we are faced with. And in chapter 13, God takes Jeremiah through different scenarios where, in order to bring out or to show him what has happened between him and the children of Israel. The state of his relationship with the children of Israel. So, like I said, there's so much to talk about in these 4 scriptures. So please do join us at 5 o'clock this afternoon, so that we can continue to just speak on these learnings that we're receiving from these chapters. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.